Hello, and welcome to the Realm of Legends run. This is Steel Achilles. I hope you enjoy it. Won't be too bad. Start off with a little Winter Soldier. Um, Speed it up because this whole run took about 2 hours for me to do. Um, I figured you didn't want to watch it for that long. It's not perfect fighting, but it'll get the job done. As you can see, I just hit 3 bars of power with my Wolverine. He gets a good bit of regeneration just by having that much power. Generally, it's around 256 if he has that special regeneration, or about 157 if it's the regular regeneration, and I've seen it go up to about 305 if both are active at the same time. So you really don't ever want to be below those 3 power bars. Winter Soldier's pretty easy, so just get him up to his first power bar, evade back, just to make it all happen. So obviously I'm not fighting perfect. He gets some good shots on me. Yep. I don't have a perfect streak. As you can see, I'm only at 105. Probably have done a little over 200 hits at this point. Wolverine's also very nice because he has bleed, so it helps take away a little more damage. This way it's not such a long fight. So right here you see I got just a little below half health from just a few hits from Winter Soldier. He had a good bleed going on. But because I don't use my power attacks ever, you can see that when I do get a regeneration buff, it heals me quite quick. There's a couple 153s in there when I've got that regeneration. Yeah, this fight's about over. Bam. Decent rewards, 465 hits. I think it said I got hit 21 times. With Captain Marvel, it's pretty much the same strategy. You just really want to bleed her out, and you can see I got hit pretty good there. Got a good stun on the first one. This will be going about 2 times speed until I hit about 30 hits, and then, which is about what it takes to get to a full bar of power. Then I'll speed it up to 8 times speed to make this fight go by a little quicker. Just watch for that power attack. It's easy to rush in too quick and get hit pretty strong. But as you can see, I'm just trying to dodge all these level 1s. Level 2s aren't too bad to dodge. You just can't come in for that initial hit right away. So it makes it a little harder. You can see here I'm barely getting any bleed on Captain Marvel. I got a 4 up there, but it's not nearly as much as I was getting with Winter Soldier. Took a few hits, got down below 50% health. Thank goodness I've got that regen buff. As you can see, against Captain Marvel, I'm only doing 102 bleed damage per tick, which which is, I think it was 112 bleed damage per tick against Winter Soldier. Right? That's the class difference going on there. Here we go, regenning some of our missing health. With Wolverine, it's really nice because you don't have to play perfect in order to beat these guys. You just need to play well enough to get that buff. See, I just went on a long chain of losing, and I almost lost that, and then here comes a good buff. I'm 153 right there. I think it was up to 257 before. And so we're in about last couple hits here. Slow it down for you. Bam. So she took 625. That was 200 hits more than Winter Soldier. And that's probably just because of the class advantage. Moving on to Juggernaut. His unstoppable can be a little rough. He can become unstoppable for 4 seconds after his power attack. Has a 7% chance to stun for 2 seconds. With my Wolverine, I can gain about 1,000, or generates 1,000 bleed damage with an 80% chance for 5 seconds. And I get about 2,200 health over a few seconds there when that proctors. I think I'm going to put a couple of these on right now just to help out. Maybe it'll go by a little quick. I've got so much of that experience now that I don't need it. I hope they bring in some more levels and some more mastery points. So the basic plan here is to let him come in, and then you stun him. If he's on his unstoppable, you can give him 1 or 2 hits. Hopefully you'll generate a bleed debuff. So I got 2 there on that one unstoppable. I accidentally went in a little quick there. Hit that unstoppable at a bad time. But yeah, pretty much just wait for him to use his level 1, level 2. Both are pretty easy to evade. When he's on that unstoppable, all you have to do is parry him, get him stunned, and you can start attacking him. It usually takes about 2 parries in order for his unstoppables to run out, so you can do a full combo on him. The other thing I'm doing with Wolverine is I'm using a medium attack, 3 lights, and then finishing off with the medium attack. I find that gives you quite a bit more damage for each combo. You can see I get backed into a corner here. It makes the fight a lot harder. You take a lot more hits. Thank goodness for that regen. It's saving my life right there. So basically, in order to get out of the corner, you just need to make sure you parry on those unstoppables, and then you push them back. That gives you a lot more room to dodge his power attacks. And you see, I actually got him back to his back wall. Not terribly easy to do with this Juggernaut. It just makes it a lot more easy to evade. Get down to the last couple hits. You can see that parry. I only got a couple more hits in after that. So 511, less than Miss Marvel. I think he just bled out more. I got a few more good bleed proctors on him. Here's Rhino. Thank goodness he's not unblockable on some of his attacks for this one. That would make this fight a lot harder than it was. 7% chance to stun for 2 seconds. That's about 1 in 13 hits. If he hits you 13 times, you're gonna get stunned. Didn't start that off too well, but the way you handle Rhino is pretty similar to Juggernaut, except when he's below 1 bar power, you want to parry his attacks because they can be unstoppable. And so you parry those unstoppable attacks. And then when he's above 1 bar or 2 bars, it's pretty easy to just dodge his attacks and then run up and give him a couple good swipes because his unstoppable does not last. It's a little more beneficial to you to get him up to 2 bars before you let him do his power attack, but just don't get him up to that. I guess it doesn't really matter if you get him up to 3 bars because here in Realm of Legends, their third special is not active. So just trying to get some bleed on him, and get it going. You can see I'm not fighting perfectly here either. I keep getting a couple good hits on me, but regen is saving me. Those are each just like 2 or 3 hits that are getting me down 1/8 of my health bar. So basically just parrying and then some good intercepts. So getting down to the last couple hits here, has 3 proctors on them. Each bleed proctor is doing 152 damage per, so that's not too bad. Finish off with my level 3 just because I can. And we'll move on to Storm. So Storm can be a little tricky. She can kill you so fast if you're not careful. Just a few more people, but let's go ahead and look at Storm. So, tempting to use Star-Lord, but I don't want to use him quite yet. Especially since Wolverine has that regen, it's nice to be able to rely on that. So we'll go ahead and use him. So, starting off quick here. Same kind of thing, except use your 5 hits, get her above level 1, and then bait that level 1, because it's much easier to evade than her level 2. I'll show you here in a second where I got in some trouble. It's really easy to let this get away from you. So here I am at full health. Yeah, and then I'll slow it down for you in a second and watch her just take me out. So now she's up to her level 2 and I've got to try and dodge that, and I was up well above 3/4 health and her 1 level 2 just destroyed me. So I'm going to use my first revive and just all these level 1 potions. Just go ahead and fill those up real quick so I don't have to do it later. Alright, let's try this again. Same kind of deal. Gonna use Wolverine. And then just make sure I'm not letting her get past that level 1. Going this fast, I don't let the sound effects on because it just sounds like noise and it's just not good. What happened there? Alright, that's finished. So let's move on to Vision. Vision's pretty easy actually in this. In Realm of Legends. Even with his synthesize, he doesn't have his level 3, so it's easy to just dodge the level 2 attack. And then you can actually just block his level 1 and not take any damage. Which is actually, it's pretty convenient. I didn't do the best in this fight. You'll see me make a few mistakes. I get some good parries. I used this level 3 instead of getting to my level 2 in time. Give him power drain, but that's not really a big deal. I got a power burn back there. So there's a level 2. But as Star-Lord gets more and more combos on him, he starts doing more damage. So as you can see, I lost that 155 combo. Making a little bit longer of a fight. So back up to 100, start doing some good damage. And then we're right here at the end of it. So let's go and look. There you go. Not too bad. So this next one's Black Panther. Of course I'm going to pick Wolverine. It's not like it's Black Panther Civil War where you can't stun him. So really just same thing. Parry, his level 1 and level 2 are all easy to evade, so no worries about getting him high on his power level. Just make sure you're blocking, you're swiping back to evade him, and getting those regen bonuses. Doing alright, got up to about 140 streak. And then got a little hit, but as you can see, I'm not going very long without getting another 100 plus streak. So we're going to slow down here in a little bit. 165. So I'm at 170, 180, and we're just going to finish this up. So like 191 hits was my longest streak. 400 hits is what it took to get him. Alright, so Scarlet Witch is easily the hardest opponent in this. That Veil of Fortune really just kind of wrecks any kind of health regen Wolverine can get. So I actually don't recommend using Wolverine for this. I'm gonna at this first one, and you'll see what kind of happens there. So let's go ahead and we got some Wolverine action going on. So I didn't do too bad with Wolverine. It's just this heal block right here kept on proctoring, so I couldn't get any of my health back. There were a couple times you'll see that I did actually get the regen bonus, but then I get this poison and this damage down one, even, and then every time there's a critical and you get power burned or power steeled or any of those things, Wolverine loses all that extra health that he would have gotten. And so anytime that I did get a healing factor, I was low on power. So it made this fight pretty hard, and you just saw me get my butt kicked by a level 1. So 165 hits to 9 hits. She hits pretty hard. Um, whoops. So I went ahead and put Star-Lord in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and start. Pretty much just block those or dodge those level 1, level 2s. I feel like the level 2s are easier to dodge. But that's just me. As you can see, I'm not off to a great start. She got a couple hits on me. I'm getting a good combo in right now, but as you can see, I slowed it down. I'm about to die. So I did a lot of damage with Star-Lord by himself, so I'm gonna go ahead and revive him and just use a few of these. So probably 12 of those and a couple of these level 1s. No need to get into my higher ones. So let's go and give this another go. So with Star-Lord, you just want to maintain your hit streak. Mine's only at like a Sig level 11, I think. And so he gets an additional 30 points, I think is what it says, for every hit in his streak counter. Going down pretty low here, but at 108, let's see how much damage we get off on her. Oh, I lost it. Accidentally got into the level 3 range, got an armor break, and poison and everything, so I'm going to die here soon. 161 hits to 2. So I'm going to go ahead and revive him one more time. Throw on another 12 and like 2 of these level 1s. He just did so much better than Wolverine against the Scarlet Witch. Just going to go and fill up my stash here real quick. Let's have at it one more time. Try and get a good combo going. That's pretty good. So just a couple more hits here. There you go. Some pretty good rewards. I used a bit more health than that. But so here's Wolverine. He's an interesting one. Basically, guillotine's your best option with him. You want to get into that level 2, put that anti-health gain on him. So basically, I need to be up to, oh yeah, there he is, 92,000. He gets up to 92,000 when he gets that regen bonus. That's about a little under a quarter of his health gets regened if he gets one of those proctors. So what's nice with Guillotine is that you start with 4 of those little tokens there. You want to get up to your level 2 as quickly as possible. Now's a good time to use that. As you can see, he gets that little token. He's losing 3,500 health per per second. Now he gained a bunch of that back, and as you can see, I'm out of tokens. And with how much he's regaining, there's no way I'm going to get 4 tokens back in order to put that proctor on him. So I'm just going to go ahead and quit here. Revive my guillotine. That's my 4th. Revive, I think. Use a bunch of these level 2s. A couple of those level 1 potions. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a couple boosts. This will help me put a little more damage on, last a little longer, and you'll see that Wolverine starts regenerating his health right away. Now, if you can land one of those level 2s on him when he's got 3 regens, he's going to be out. So, let's see, there's one. Now he's losing 17,000, 13,000 per. There's another one, and he just went down so quick with guillotine. You just really need to keep stacking those level 2s, because then you can those proctors happen because you've taken off, I think it might even be like 10% of his health. So you need, or it's a certain amount of his health percentage wise that gives you those proctors, and so you need to keep those proctors up to 4, otherwise you won't be able to land that degeneration. So here's a Black Bolt. He's pretty easy. You really just want to get him into his level 2, and as soon as he uses his level 2, it takes off a pretty good amount of his damage, or of his health. I use Guillotine just because I won't be able to use her for Hulk, and why not? I'm already out of the woods. So just under 200 hits for Black Bolt, and that's mostly because he does a lot of the damage to himself already. So let's go ahead and look at this Hulk. 53,000 power. He has the same things as everyone else. 7% chance to stun for 2 seconds, so that's 1 of 13 hits. Pretty easy to handle. I just let that get away from me. So I'm just kind of running through my different characters. Why not, right? I mean, I probably could have taken them out with just my Wolverine if I was being careful, but I didn't want to use that other revive. So, looks like Star-Lord's doing alright. He's up to 130, 140 hits. But as you can see, I'm slowing down, and Hulk still has half his health left. So, he's gonna wreck me. Not too bad. Star-Lord did 210,000 damage by himself, or 310,000 damage all by himself. Let's go ahead and Drax. I like Drax. One of the things I really like about Drax is that when you get off that 5-hit combo, that medium, light, medium combo, and then you immediately hit your power attack, I feel like he does a considerable amount of more damage than if you were to just hit somebody on the number 4 hit, per se. So sped it up here a bit. Hulk's going down little by little. Got some good bleeds on him. That level 2 is really important to dodge, because if you don't, you're out. He just got me a little off guard there. Let's see, it was at 238 before. He did 208,000 damage by himself. So let's go ahead and move on to Storm. Storm's a pretty boss. Pretty good damage. And let's look. I like that electric shock right there. Bam. There he goes. The legend. Completed it for the first time, and you guys are watching it. So let's look at these rewards. 10,000 gold, not great. 3 T4 cats is pretty awesome. And then you've got the 3 unique heroes for Realm of Legends. So thanks for watching, and hey, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe. Hopefully I can get out a few more of these videos. So thanks a bunch.